Yes, welcome back to the channel. So it's an evening. I'm going to fly tomorrow, and what I'm going to do tomorrow is test out some new props and compare them against the J37 props. They are very similar in concept to the J37 props. They're designed for Sbang, or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, that's what the J37 Juicy props were supposed to be for. I was using them for underpowering my 4S drone. Worked well for that too, other than the durability. So, this is the J37 prop. This is the prop that I'm going to compare it against. This is the 4934 GemFan prop. Is that a special name? Yeah, I guess it's the Sbang 4934. Anyways, I bought a bunch of these. I got like 10 sets of them. So I'm going to try these out. But what I wanted to show you was a couple of things. So if you look at these, if we measure the thickness here this way of the hub, this comes in just slightly over 5, maybe 5.5. And this is the J37. It also comes in at just slightly over 5, about 5.5. So thickness-wise, they're about the same. The prop itself, if you measure this way, is about a millimeter and a half. And this one is the same here. But where the differences are, the hub width here, if you measure this is like 4 millimeters, and the HQJ37 is slightly less. It's about 3.5 millimeters that way. And then the other thing is on the GemFan, it's much thicker where the blade of the prop goes into the hub. Probably a millimeter thicker there. It's a couple of millimeters. It's thickness wise there, it's about 3. And this one here at that same point is about 2, maybe 2.25. So this has a lot more beefiness on the hub and where the blade goes into the hub. Now, weight, these are 3.4 grams, these are 3.7 grams, so on 4 you've got slightly over a gram more weight between the 4 of them, but 0.3 of a gram. So responsiveness of these is probably slightly higher just because it's a little bit lighter than these, although it's going to be minimal at 0.3 of a gram, but this would have a better response, everything else being equal. I haven't flown these yet. I have no idea how they're going to fly. I figure it's not going to feel much different from these. Probably going to feel about the same, maybe slightly different. Durability wise, I'm pretty sure the GemFans are going to be stronger just based on physics. So I wanted to give you a little intro there on what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So I'm going to take those props out, I'm going to fly those GemFans, and I'm going to give you my impressions when I fly it for the first time, and we'll see how that goes. And but I kind of wanted to run down some of the specs. I got those in today, and I was like, I'm going to do some measurements. Did my measurements. I was like, you know what, I'm going to make a video and show this at the beginning of it, just so we can have that information before I fly, before I have any preconceived ideas. I've heard some good things from a few people about these props. We'll see how that pans out. Like I said in previous videos, most props fly pretty good these days. It's kind of hard for me to find props that don't fly good. It's in their practical use every day for me where I run into problems or where I find something works well. And that's true of all these different things. In the right circumstances, these props are all going to do phenomenal. They're all going to be just PG King. It's just finding what is the right combination that works well for you. I found that I like an underpowered drone, so that's been working well for me. And then dialing back the throttle on the Vanny style when I'm running those is working pretty well. So I always have that option, but it's nice to not have to do that. But you know, I've got that option now, so now I've got tons of props I can fly. And if these feel basically like the others do, then that'll be a win-win. And if they're more durable than the others, and they pan out in durability like the Vanny style and the other GemFan props that I've flown, then I may have found my new prop. Plus, they're cheaper than the HQs. That's always a win. You know, I'm about saving money, especially in this economy with Biden as president. Sorry if you like him. He's an idiot. Most all the other politicians are idiots too, but you know, he's probably a bigger idiot. Anyways, maybe I'll cut that, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll leave it in there. I will see you guys tomorrow. There'll be this video though, and we're going to go through and test these things. A couple of things to note about this test. It's going to be on this quad here. This is a Moxy frame running 4S. These are 2306 2400 kV motors. The weight of this without props, without battery, is 521 grams. Yep, she's a fatty. And with the battery that I run a 1600 4S. Sometimes I run a 1550 4S, but for this test it'll be a 1600 4S China Hobby Line battery. So all up weight without the props, with the battery, 726 grams. So she's heavy. Bardwell, sorry buddy, I like them fat. Anyways, that's what's going to be the test. So if we put the props on there, you're adding another 14 grams to 15 grams. So we're looking at, what is that, 735, 740, 741, maybe 742 grams all up weight on this as it'll be flying. So kind of wanted to put that out there so you'll know. This is definitely not the setup and not the style of flying that these props were designed for. They are Sbang, which is generally high KV, you know, you're ripping really fast, and I'm going to be flying them in proximity and much slower. So definitely not the scenario that they were designed for. So take that all with a grain of salt. As it is, let's go fly. Okay guys, so here's how this is going to go. I've got two packs I want to do. First pack, I'm going to fly the J37 props to kind of give me a baseline to compare against the GemFan 4934 props. So we're going to fly a pack here, mostly conservative, not anything really crazy. Just typical stuff that I would do while flying. And then I'm going to swap props, and I'm going to fly the GemFan props, and I'll give you my thoughts while I'm flying those on the differences that I'm noticing, if any, while I'm flying. And then of course if I crash, whatever, we've got that to factor in there as far as durability goes. And if I don't crash, then I'll have some follow-up videos, I probably will anyways, of some durability testing with the GemFan props. Hopefully I like how these feel, and I'll fly them fairly regular so I can kind of get that durability thing figured out with them. So let's go ahead and fly my base one here with the J37 props, and then we will fly the GemFan props. One thing to note here, if you all see breakup, I'm flying HDZero, of course, and I'm flying on 25 milliwatts, and I'll do a video in the future on why I'm flying 25 milliwatts here lately. In a lot of cases, I'm not doing it all the time, but sometimes I am, and particularly when I really don't need anything more. I like to do this. Anyways, I'll make a video talking a little more about that in the future. And why I'm doing that. But for now, just know that I am running 25 milliwatts. So when you see the breakup, that's why. Whew, that was close. I about did durability testing for something I didn't want to do durability testing for. 10. But I got to warm up a little bit, right? So I can actually do the stuff I want to test with the other ones. Went to the moon on that one. Ooh, I almost blipped a little too much there. Oh, I am doing durability testing. Didn't really want to, but that's alright. I can get out from under that. Yeah. I'll go get it. Oh! Alright. Yeah, man, these are mangled up good. Alright. So, what we're going to do here is I'm going to swap the props. Everything's good here? Yeah, all good. Swap the props here to the GemFans, and then we will go back at it again. And I'll give you my thoughts on how it feels now that I've got a base for how it feels. A little bit of a breeze now. I didn't have a breeze second. Hopefully I don't have the breeze when I'm doing this, because that definitely affects how things feel. But I'll try to keep that in mind when I'm talking about it if I do have a breeze. So let me get these props swapped, and then we will fly another one. So these are the props I had on there. There's that one. You can see what it did to it. That's what I'm saying about these props. Look, I mean, that was a harsh crash with a little bit of turtling there, but most of these are okay, but that one's pretty mangled. This one's a little bit mixed up. But yeah, so they're not the most durable. Alright, let's just see how these guys feel. Got a little bit of a breeze, but not okay. Feel about the same as far as thrust. Not too bad. That felt pretty good. I should have power looped right there. That would have been kind of cool. Pretty responsive. Ooh, almost hit that. Oh, all right, we're getting a little durability testing here. Let's see how they took that. Still sound okay. Maybe a little less. Might have a little less thrust than the other ones, maybe. Yeah, I think they might have just slightly less thrust than the slightly less thrust, I believe, than the HQ props. That might actually be a good thing for what I was wanting. Feel pretty good though. Oh, little durability test again. Okay. I can hear it. Definitely feel the difference now with the band. We'll see how they... I like them. Watch that up. Nice tight proximity there. Oh, that was a hard hit. Seems to be holding up pretty well though. I'm not really seeing like, you know, some, oh, minor oscillations in here considering how beat up they are. Oh, it's buried by it. Oh, you know what? I think my OSD's not updating. My OSD's not updating. Huh. That's interesting. I about killed that battery thanks to that. I was sitting there thinking I had 14.5 the whole time. I should have known better. Oh, I should have known better. Should have known better. Hey, they're not too bad actually. I have my phone with me. I'll have to take it off here and see so I can show you the results from durability. Let me just unplug for just a second and see what my battery is actually at here. Alright, and see if my OSD comes back. See if it updates like it's supposed to, or if I've knocked something loose in there. Which is possible with all those hits. Oh my god, yeah, I killed the battery, dang it. Oh, I've done like the 7 something, so I've killed some cells. Oh, my poor battery. Oh, I hope I didn't kill a battery. Alright. So, thoughts. Durability, definitely 5 out of 5 on that. They definitely better durability wise than the others. Just even in general on the props. I think that's just because they're a little thicker on stuff. Flight characteristics. Feel about the same, really responsive just like the other ones. The one difference I am noticing, slightly less thrust I think than the HQ J37s. Now, for me that actually may be a good thing because I like I've said before, I like an underpowered drone because I tend to overdo things and that helps prevent me from overdoing things. It gives me a lot of room to make corrections without overdoing corrections because you know, I'm not that good, and that helps to hide the fact that I'm not that good and helps me to do things that I wouldn't be able to do on a very responsive, very agile quad. I would just be terrible on one of those. You know, there's guys who fly those and are exceptional. That is not me. So, yeah. So that's kind of my initial thoughts there. Slightly underpowered, very responsive, just like the J37s. Fly really smooth, and durability seems to be good. Just a little less thrust. So yeah, there's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. Have you guys tried these props? I know that some of you have because you commented, you know, that I should try them. And if you haven't, it just made you think that you maybe want to try them. Do you fly the J37s and maybe want to try something different? This might be a good choice for you. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!